Chapter 217. Your bones are getting harder and harder. This scene was very strange. The densely packed paper effigies were like soldiers, surrounding Sanshi in a circle in the blink of an eye. In the snow, living people landed one after another, sealing off Sanshi's escape route. Hanluo was wearing a long red dress. Her face was like a young girl's, and her face was exquisite. She sized up Sanshi with a teasing look in her eyes. Her voice was crisp and long. Should I call you Sanshi, blood-robed old ghost, or Yu Wenjiang? With guardian Hanluo's relationship with this person, Lu Bingshuan, who was emitting mystic ice nomological power and had snow-white eyebrows and beard, seemed to be deep in thought. A year ago, I summoned the projection of an evil god in Silken City to cut off the dragon vein chi. This person's previous body was one of the sacrifices. He should have died, but this body is still here. I'm quite curious how he slipped away under my nose. Hanluo had a curious look in her eyes. It's probably some substitute Dharma treasures. Old woman, are you pretending to be young again? Sanshi's expression was mocking. This woman looked like a young girl, but she was actually vicious and ruthless. This could be seen from the time she broke all the bones in his body. Your mouth is still so smelly. I don't care who you are, you'll die today. Hanluo's eyes darkened. She was too lazy to investigate this person's situation. She pointed at him with her short finger, and many paper effigies rushed over with strange smiles. Sanshi glanced at the blood dragon. Worried that the fight would ruin the advancement of the Dharma treasures, he tapped his feet and shot out. When he was far away, he threw out the array flags again and stuck them near the blood dragon. At the same time, he freed one hand and threw out talismans to stick to the surroundings. Now that the situation was special, Sanshi did not have time to draw talismans himself. After building a defense line for the blood dragon, he was already entangled by the paper effigies. Ridiculous, you still want to protect your Dharma treasure at this time. Lu Bingshuan mocked, die in peace. This numinous artifact is ours. He formed a seal with both hands and shouted, Snowskin Prison. As his nomological power activated the power of heaven and earth, the temperature dropped again. Countless ice and snow danced. Amidst the whistling wind, they formed ice-cold walls of snow and wind in all directions. These special walls were more than 1,000 feet tall and thick. They covered the sky and turned into a prison, trapping Sanshi inside. This time, it'll kill him. Sanshi was not in a hurry to court death. Instead, he raised his hand, and the golden flames on his fingertips quickly condensed. In the blink of an eye, they became the size of a millstone. Then, he attempted to throw this huge fireball at the paper effigy. Boom! Some of the paper effigies were engulfed by the golden flames. The strange thing was that they were not instantly burned. They were only ignited. However, this was not because the paper man was resistant to fire, but because the power of ice and snow around him quickly weakened his fireballs, greatly reducing the power of his spells. The surrounding fire attribute power is almost gone. Sanshi was shocked. Was this the ability of someone with half the strength of a soul transformation cultivator? He could mobilize the power of heaven and earth and suppress opponents weaker than him. Blood-robed old ghost, your dharmic powers have been weakened by more than half by me. Surrender and you can suffer less. Lu Bingshuan looked confident. With him around, he did not believe that he could let this person escape today. When Sanshi saw that his nomological power was suppressed, he pretended to be shocked. He was entangled by the paper effigy that approached him in the blink of an eye. Hanluo stepped in the air and approached. You should still have the memory of me breaking your bones back then, right? Do you want to taste it again? Come on. Sanshi had a strange expression. Let's see if you can break all my bones this time. A murderous look appeared on Hanluo's face. She instantly arrived in front of Sanshi and grabbed his arm, breaking it like last time. In the end, when she used all her strength, Sanshi's arm was completely fine. Her face could not help but turn green and red. I really didn't expect that after not seeing you for a year, your bones are getting harder and harder. Hanluo sneered and took out her other hand. At the same time, she bent her arm and attacked the joint. Sanshi moved his arm, and his body flowed with golden light. The runes flickered like Dharma treasures, but he was still fine. Hanluo's expression turned ugly. How could this fellow's bones be so hard? She actually couldn't break it. Compared to last time, The difference was simply like heaven and earth. Why? Haven't you yet? Sanchi was disdainful. Hanluo raised her hand and pulled out a hairpin Dharma treasure. With a poof, it pierced through Sanchi's glabella.